Good afternoon, classmates. Today we're going to talk about Australia. I would like that you know some important facts about Australia. Australia is the sixth largest country worldwide. The capital of Australia is Canberra. The main cities there are Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, and the famous Sydney. The population is huge in Australia, around 23.13 million. The official language in Australia is English, and Australia is very rich in natural resources. Question: what happened with the culture in Australia? Australian culture is highly influenced by American people, British people, and Aboriginal people. Who are Aboriginal people? Aboriginal people arrived in Australia by boat from Southeast Asia when was the last ice age. Most of them speak English. The British colonization, another interesting fact, the British colonization was in 1788 and Australia became a country in 1901. Australian people love different kind of sports like rugby, cricket, tennis, and football. The life in Australia is very easygoing and relaxed, and is customary that when you meet someone in Australia, shake the right hand.
Australia, without a doubt, represents an infinite potential in tourism due to the different places, customs of this immense population. For this reason, I'm gonna walk you through 4 different touristic places of this amazing country. First place, the 12 Apostles. These are rock formations that were shaped over many thousands of years by the erosion of the sea. Okay, now the second place is the Great Barrier Reef, with 2,900 corals together in one place. Okay guys, the third place is Blue Mountains National Park. The name Blue Mountains comes from the blue color these mountains take when viewed from a distance. This color is given by the sun's rays when they collide with suspended particles formed by water and dust that float in this area, creating an optical effect whereby everything looks blue. This is a picture of this amazing place. Now, the fourth place is Sydney Opera House. It's without a doubt the quintessential symbol of Australia. It is located in the city of Sydney. The Sydney Opera House is also one of the most famous buildings of the 20th century. It was designed by the Danish architect John Ullton in 1957. The Sydney Opera House has 4 main auditoriums for opera, dance, concerts, and theatres.
Some important personalities from Australia. The first one was an important person because she was the first female politician candidate in Australia. The second one is commonly called the crocodile hunter. He is Sid Irwin. And the third one is August Midnon John. I think some of you know this person because he is the co-founder of AC/DC, the fantastic band. And I think some of you have listened some songs from that band. And at least but not less important, Barry Hunter, he died, but he was an important comedian.
Well, let's talk a little about religion in Australia, and this data will surprise you. In the most recent survey conducted by the Australian government, I made a recording religious according. It was observed that a total of 30.1% of the population, around 7 million people, indicated that they were atheist, agnostic, or secular. That means most of the people consider themselves without religion. This implies a significant increase in the figure indicated in 2005, where only 22% of people stated that they had decided to stop professing their beliefs or choose not to indoctrinate their children in the practice of any faith. And I have a question for you. Do you think that is the best way? But it's pretty important to keep in mind, in Australia there is freedom of worship. The other religions in Australia are Catholic, Anglican, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Pentecostal and other Protestant, and Judaism.
Some important celebrations in Australia are Australia Day, Anzac Day, Vivid Sydney, and trophies. Those are very important because are amazing celebrations that people march in parades, set fireworks on the streets, and in addition those celebrate different kind of special days that I will explain you on the presentation. Important holidays, because I know everybody enjoy holidays, is Boxing Day, is an extension of Christmas celebration. Christmas Day is celebrated across Australia on December 25th. Easter Day is one of the most widely celebrated. New Year's Day and Queen's birthday on the second Monday in June.
Now, let me show you the main typical Australian foods are meat pie, pavlova, fish and chips, and finally, the ones that Australians like to do, barbecue. Is like their hobby. And please don't miss the presentation. We will talk in more details about these delicious foods.
Classmates, finally, what are the national symbols of Australia? The Australian flag, the star of the Southern Cross represents Australia's geographic position. The national colors of Australia are green, gold, like the colors of its national floral emblem, the golden wattle, and the coat of arms has inside a kangaroo and the emu.
Now, in this final part of this video, surely you know Australia for being one of the best countries to live with an excellent quality of life, for its low unemployment rate, for its health system, for its low level of pollution, and for its excellent educational model. But surely you don't know these curiosities about Australia. Australia is the sixth country, the largest island in the world, and the smallest continent on the earth. It is almost as big as Europe. That is totally surprising. The 18% of Australia is desert. Central Australia is all desert. The 91% of the country is covered by native vegetation. Australians take great care of their flora and fauna, and it is the only continent in the world without any active volcanoes. Australia is the country with the most sites recognized by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites. Only 24 million people live in Australia, but there are more than 100 million sheep, more than 6,000 species of flies, 4,000 species of ants, 350 species of termites, 950 species of reptiles, more than in any other country in the world. There are 140 species of snakes, and finally, there are twice as many kangaroos as there are people in the country.